What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another Escape from Tarkov video. I'm Khan, and today we're back with a bunch of barters. Barter of the week is back. I'm back. It's f***ing lit. So basically, guys, barter trades are some of the best ways that you guys can save money in Escape from Tarkov, because a lot of the times the materials that it takes to barter for an item cost a lot less than the actual item itself. So I'm going to go over a bunch of barters. I'm going to go through all the traders, and I'm going to show you guys the best barters from the traders at the moment in time, and it'll save you a lot of money in the long run in Escape from Tarkov. And if you're saving money, you're stacking that cash, so it's definitely a good thing. As always, I stream on Twitch. Link is down below. I have a Discord, bunch of cool people. We post memes, we post funny, Tarkov news, we post loot, all that good stuff. So if you guys want to join, link is down below. And if you guys like the content, go ahead and toss me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It gets my videos out there to people. And if you want to stick around, you can always subscribe. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, to start, now this is one that is more for the newer players, but also works for older players as well, because a lot of people like to run AKMs right now. The AKM is a very strong gun at the moment, especially because it shoots 7.62 BP. Now for 3 Tushonkas, you can buy an AKM. I recommend finding them in raid because they're a little bit more expensive on the flea market. But if you can stack up these Tushonkas and then trade for an AKM, then mod out the AKM, you're going to have a good time and it'll save you a little bit of cash. Number 2 from Proper is the couch bag. Now, a lot of people like to run these couch bags when they go to labs, when they go to reserve, interchange, maps where they're planning on picking up a lot of stuff. They run this couch backpack, and it has lots of space. It's the biggest backpack in the game. They go for about 300,000 on the flea market, but you can actually trade once every reset to Proper for 2 military cables. Military cables fluctuate, but they go around the 50k mark. So for 2 military cables, you're spending 100k to get a 300,000 ruble backpack. So at the end of the day, you're saving a lot of money there. Now, I've said this one before in a video, but Zippo lighters, 2 Zippo lighters trades for an M67 grenade. Now, M67 grenades are very expensive on the flea market, and the reason why is because they have a very long fuse time, which you might think to yourself like, I'd rather run a VOG, you throw it and it blows up immediately. But the good thing about M67 grenades is once you get a little bit better at PvP, you can use these grenades to push with the grenade, because you have time to peek, because the grenade's not going to explode. So you would throw the grenade around a corner, the enemy starts to run thinking it's a VOG or something like that, and you can peek out with the grenade, kill the person, and then go back before the grenade even explodes. So it's a very good grenade. 2 Zippo lighters trades for that, and it's a lot cheaper than... If you find these Zippo lighters in raid, it's a lot cheaper than actually buying the grenade. Now, number 2 is chops. A lot of people like to buy airframes and run chops with a nice visor on it. I definitely do myself. But instead of buying the chops on the flea market, which are about 185,000 rubles, you can buy a CPU, which goes for about 100k, and then a G-Phone, which is about 25k. So you're saving about 50k there. It used to be a lot better when the CPUs weren't so expensive, but because CPUs are like going for a lot right now, it's not as good, but you still do end up saving money. Now, this one is a classic from Mechanic. So this one, you can trade 1 fuse for a VOG 17. I definitely recommend this one. This one's an absolute classic. It's extremely easy to find these fuses in like those little grenade cases. Find those, put them in your gamma if you have space, stack them up, and once you have a bunch of them, it's just basically free VOGs, and it saves you spending 18k per grenade on the flea market. Another great one, which is also a classic, is obviously the Tetris. You guys have heard me talk about this in many other videos. If you find a Tetris, always put it in your gamma, because no matter what, you can still barter trade that for a Bitcoin, which ends up making you about 780k at the moment. So no matter what, put those Tetrises in your gamma, even if you got to take a CMS kit, even if you got to take out a golden star, it doesn't matter, because it's worth 700,000 whether you live or you die. Now, the Pro Kill barter for M4. Now, a lot of people think that the Pro Kill is like some crazy item that's worth a lot of money, and it is somewhat rare, but you can put this in a sick case. So if you find them in raid, just stack them up, and the M4 actually sells for about 40 or 50k more than the Pro Kills do on the flea market even. So like if you get these two pro kills and then trade for the M4 and then just sell the M4 back to mechanic, you're going to be making profit there. Now for Ragman actually has some of the best barter trades in the game. Now one of the best barter trades in the game, if you're running budget runs, is this M1 rig. These Aquamaris are very easy to make in your hideout, and I'll show you how to do that. And they added the Kvass because I guess it was too easy for people to get the Aquamaris. But basically, once you have your hideout upgraded to the point where you have a water collector, you can make these M1 rigs no problem. So I'll show you. Basically, an M1 rig, full M1 rig, goes for about 115k. Now, in your hideout, if we go over to the water collector, good old hideout. So we go to the water collector. We're going to collect one of these. So basically a water filter is about 170k on the flea market. You're going to get about 2, maybe 3, depending on your crafting skill, super waters from it. And then you take that super water and you bring it over to the nutrition unit. And with that and a silicon tube, you can craft Aquamaris. And it's a great way to craft the Aquamaris. Silicon tubes are very cheap. You craft 8 Aquamaris, so that's 2 rigs right there. And then all you have to do is buy the Kvass, which is 18k. So for 170k, you're basically getting 2 M1 rigs. So you're cutting the price almost in half there. Instead of spending 115k on each rig, you get 2 rigs for 170k, which is the price of the water filter, plus, you know, the silicon tube. So you're saving a lot of money there, and it's one of the best barter trades in the game if you're trying to do money runs. It's a great rig. It has 2 like helmet slots, 2x2 slots, and it's an awesome rig. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Thank you so much for watching my videos and continuing to support me. It's awesome. I never realized that my YouTube would even grow to this point, so thank you guys so much. If you guys like the content, go ahead and drop me a like. Check out my links down below if you want to see me stream, or if you want to join my Discord and have a chat. You can always sub if you like me and you want to hang out, and stick around. Peace, people.